welcome to Enigma Esoteric. Today we are looking at singles. What is next in your love life? So we're looking at the who, what, when, and where when it comes to love. So who's coming towards you? In this reading, we're going to go over the energy of the connection that you'll share with this person, what you're both going to work on together in partnership, what they've learned from past connections. We're going to get some physical traits, some personality traits, some clues using charms and keywords and cards, and we're going to get some timing and some letters. So take a nice deep breath and choose whichever group you're drawn to. We have group 1 here with the rose quartz heart. We have group 2 with the clear quartz heart. And we have group 3 with the Larimar heart. So go ahead and make your selection, and I will see you over in your reading. All right, hello. If you chose group 1, this is your reading. We have the rose quartz heart. So we are looking at who is coming in next. So we've got the who, what, when, and where. So these cards are just going to be a little precursor of the connection. So we have caged love. This love is an illusion, a trap, fly free. There is no love here. Oh, we have summer just around the corner. And we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So right off the bat, this person who's coming towards you is going to offer you a sense of freedom. This is a soulmate connection. Soulmate connections tend to be a little bit easier. They tend to flow a lot more than, let's say, the twin flame, or, something where you have karma with somebody from either a past life and you're hashing it out, so to speak. So yes, this is a soulmate connection. I'm hearing easy breezy. So this is going to be just a free-flowing, light, fun love. The caged love here, I feel like maybe in the past you or this person have felt really trapped. I think you both like your freedom. You both might be fire signs. You don't like to have clingy people. And I feel like this person coming in is going to give you your space. It's not a thing where you're going to feel like you have to be on all the time or you have to be constantly engaging. There's a security here. It's like you can both go your own way. You have your own hobbies, your own lives, but there's security. You're not in a space of, oh, are they straying? Are they talking to other people? I feel like this person is going to be very clear with what they want right off the bat. That's another thing. This is not somebody who plays games. They will tell you directly, if they're just looking for fun, they'll tell you they're just looking for fun. If they're looking for commitment, they'll tell you they're looking for commitment. This feels like a very straight shooter. So, and you yourself might be that way, but I feel like you're going to really appreciate it and it's going to feel really refreshing. So yes, this is a very nice energy. We have summer. I'm doing this reading in mid-May, so I feel like summer, this is definitely coming up right around the corner. So this could be, I'm hearing that song from Greece, Summer Fling. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so I don't know if this will be a fling or if this will be long-term. We'll have to see as we go into the reading, but I'm just getting a very straightforward, very direct, fun energy here. You don't really have to push. You're not having to really fix anything or make it work. It's just going to flow. So let's see the energy of the connection. What is the energy of this connection? Ah, love it. Look at that, the sun, and we have the sunflowers also indicating summer. So I feel like August could be significant. Yeah, this just feels like a lot of warmth, vitality, it's really going to open your eyes, and I'm getting like butterflies in my stomach. So I think you're going to really just have quite a lot of fun with this person. You're going to go out and do things. I'm seeing like summer concerts in the park, outdoor festivals. This is somebody who likes to go out and do things. Yeah. And they have a real warmth to themselves. So I feel like this connection that you're going to share is going to be very mutual, warm. We have justice here. It's going to be very fair. Like I said, this person feels like they're very much a straight shooter. They're very direct. They say what they mean what they say. So there's no reading between the lines with this person. And I feel like you're also like that. So you're going to really connect on that level. You're both going to be very fair with each other, fair with each other's time, I'm hearing, and very protective. I feel like you both are going to defend each other, stand up for each other if need be. So yeah, this is I'm hearing it's also a very protected connection. This person is meant to come into your life at the right time. So what else? We have perplexity with the labyrinth. Yes. And we have attraction. Yes, there's going to be a strong magnetic pull towards you. And again, with this labyrinth, I feel like there's a lot of teamwork here. Like, I'm hearing group work, but I feel like you work really well together as a team. You may even go and, for one of your dates, go to one of those escape room events, where you have to work together to unlock the door, or, free yourselves from the room. That may be something. This person, you guys may like to do puzzles together, but I'm getting like a very sense of outdoors, action, activity. Like you both probably like to go out and do things. And again, you're going to work very well together. This connection is going to teach you a lot about healthy partnership. So what else? What is the energy of the connection you'll share? So we have divine timing, a serendipitous event. What else? What is the connection? Yeah, so divine timing, like I said, this is meant to come in when it's meant to come in, and you are worthy. So I feel like you personally have leveled up to a point where you have a lot of self-love and you actually feel worthy and deserving, as you should be, of a connection like this. So now that you're vibrating at that frequency, this person who is also at that level is going to come in. So again, you're going to really, the energy of this connection is going to be very, I'm also hearing healing. It's going to feel much different from any past connections that you've had. There's a real sense of teamwork here. One more. Yes, natural evolution. Let the situation unfold naturally. So I definitely feel like I said, you're not having to push this. It's just going to flow. And you're not going to feel anxious about it either, because you both give each other space and freedom, but it's a healthy space and freedom. It's not game playing, well, I'm going to withhold calls, or I'm going to withhold communication and see what they do. There's nothing like that. This is a very open, honest connection. Very healthy, very warm, very fair. A lot of attraction too. So I want to see now what you're both going to work on together in this partnership. So you're being brought together. What's any core wounds that you're going to work on together with this person, or anything that needs to come up? What are you both going to work on together? So we have loss, and we have commitment. Cool. One more. Yeah, we have wild abandon here. So I feel like there is loss, and it feels like somebody just came out of perhaps a long-term committed relationship, and they've learned a lot about themselves. They've learned a lot about what they want. I feel like with this heart here, they've had to really rebuild themselves, right? You are worthy. So I feel like you guys are both mirroring. Either you've had to really do this, but, well, yeah, you both have, because that's what we're looking at here, what you'll both work on in this partnership. So you're both working on attaining a healthy, committed partnership with freedom. Something where you don't have to force it. Because as I'm looking at this heart, I'm really drawn to this. You know, you've got the heart here and it's missing. I'm seeing somebody like pounding, you know, those toys where you have to pound a square peg, you know, into a square hole. It's like somebody's trying to force something. You're going to learn about not having to force and work so hard, that things are just going to flow. And this is going to be a healthy commitment. I feel like perhaps in the past you both have had relationships that were, I'm hearing, very conditional, you know, tit for tat, very transactional. And this is just going to, I keep hearing it over and over again. It's just going to flow. It's just going to flow. You're going to lean into it. It's going to be fun. And we have wild abandon here. So you're really going to learn to just, I'm also seeing kind of like being vulnerable here. You're going to really learn to be vulnerable. So you're going to have a lot of fun with this person, because I am seeing a lot of like events, outdoor events, summer stuff, perhaps going to bodies of water, the lake, the ocean. But you're going to learn to be emotionally vulnerable with this person and vice versa. So that's what you're both going to work on in this partnership. And that is a lovely energy. So let's see now, what has this person learned from past connections? So we kind of had a preview here with, you know, the loss, commitment, maybe losing. Yeah, I'm hearing this person has also lost themselves in connections. They've kind of molded themselves to become who they needed to be in order to fit into the partnership. So we have misunderstanding, forgiveness and compassion. What has this person learned from past connections, Spirit? Silence, waiting. Misunderstanding. Yeah, I feel like this person has really abandoned themselves in past connections, and they've really kind of muted themselves in order to perhaps fit with somebody who has maybe a more domineering personality, or yeah, I just keep hearing like they've had to make themselves small. But with you, they can be themselves. There's that freedom. I'm seeing like somebody opening the cage door and the bird flying out. There's going to be a lot of just puzzle pieces. Like you guys are just going to fit each other's puzzle. It's the perfect piece. So this person, they have a lot of compassion that they bring to this connection and that they've brought to other connections. And I feel like they've also learned to not be too giving, where it comes from a place of desperation, or, you know, I'm going to self-sacrifice to keep this connection going. So this person has learned to kind of do this in moderation. But yeah, I feel like this person has done a lot of self-reflection, and they've looked back at past relationships and they've really kind of zeroed in on where things went wrong, the role that they played, the role that the other person played. And they have also come to a space of forgiveness for other people, you know, who maybe have not treated them well. They've forgiven themselves for making themselves smaller and kind of, you know, being a little bit, I'm going to say a doormat, because that's what's coming through. But I feel like they are much stronger now. They have really put the pieces together and they are now ready to come in and work on this. Lovely. I'm going to pull a couple of tarot. Just what else? Anything else that wants to come through before we move on? Yeah, we have the Emperor. So I feel like this person is ready. They've done a lot of self-reflection, the work, and they know now where their weaknesses are and where they need to come in and be a bit stronger. But again, their strength lies in being compassionate, in being very direct and forward. So perhaps in the past, they've, like I've said, they've, muted themselves, they've made themselves smaller, they haven't spoken up when they wanted to, and they are now coming from a place of power. I'm going to advocate for myself, I'm going to speak up, I'm going to be my own person, but also be in this partnership. So that is lovely. It's always nice when somebody has done the work. Definitely helps. They know who they are. That's what I'm hearing. This person knows who they are now. So they've really evolved. They've matured. And they are coming in. I'm hearing full throttle. They are fully ready. So we're going to look at, let's do the where. Let's see where you might meet. So let's see, where might you meet this person? So we have heartbreak place, loss, love, and grief, memories of heartbreak. Where might you meet? I'm seeing like a cafe or a coffee shop. Okay, well, there it is. Yes, I'm seeing a cafe or coffee shop. This may be somebody, a place where you went with perhaps a past partner, and it might just be kind of on your route where you go to get your stuff, your coffee, your snacks, but it might have some bittersweet memories. So you might meet each other at this location, at this coffee house, this coffee stand. We have temple, so if you are somebody who goes to a place of worship, you could meet there. This could also be a place where you go to just kind of, I'm hearing like zen out. So this could be a park bench. Maybe you go and just sit down. Maybe it's out in nature, wherever you go to unwind, if it's not a place of worship. And we have desert. So you could be in the desert area. Maybe I'm hearing like Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know. And we have supermarket. So yeah, with a coffee house, a supermarket, this could be just like meeting somebody, chatting in line, They ask maybe for your help to like find some sort of product, or hey, have you tried this? Or can you help me with the self-checkout? It's something like that. Just kind of shooting the breeze while you're waiting. So yeah, let's see what else. We have post office. So yeah, I'm kind of getting a sense here of like running errands. You might, so maybe, be on the lookout as you're out and about running errands. I think we had a card that said serendipity, didn't we? Yes, we had divine timing, a serendipitous event. So you're going to meet by surprise. It's just going to like happen. So that's exciting. Let's see some physical traits. These may or may not resonate. If it's something that, you're not into, or, oh, I would never be into that, then don't take it. But we'll just pull some general traits here and see what will this person look like. So we have red hair. This could be like a auburn color hair, pointy chin, small frame. So maybe built a little smaller, petite. Yes, there we go, petite. Or what's known as being small boned. Could have ears that stick out a little bit. They could have cheek dimples. We've got pouty lips. I'll do one more from this deck. Could have braces or a retainer. Let me grab from this deck any other little physical traits that we can share, Spirit. Okay, so this person is a lone wolf, so they may be a bit of a loner. So when you're out and about, they may just be by themselves, and that's where they strike up a conversation. They have short hair. This person could have shorter hair. Male or female, of course, doesn't. We have demons. I'm hearing slay the dragon. So, and I'm seeing the armor here. I feel like this person is very much a protector. This person is like the knight in shining armor. They stand up for the underdog, the little person. If you are in line and somebody's being rude to the checkout person or the person making the coffee, they'll kind of intervene, and they're very into, yeah, because we had the Justice card. This is a very fair and just person. Anything else? Oh, animal lover. So they may have a dog. This person, yeah, and I feel like they stick up for animals. This is somebody who does not like cruelty to anybody. What else? So they are faith-based. So again, this place of worship, that could be significant. They are a successful person. They could be self-employed. Any other? They're not really giving me too many physical traits here, so that may not be the highlight. Let's now look at personality traits, excuse me. So I have this huge deck. I'm gonna cut it in half here. We'll just pull a few cards. Tell us about their personality, Spirit. This person coming in. Love language, acts of service. Yeah, and that makes sense with that kind of hero vibe that I'm getting from them. They're a doer. They like to go out and do nice things for people. They're witty, very beautiful, studious, and we have college. So this could be somebody who's in university right now or studying. They stand out. They're very striking. So there's something about their appearance that is just going to kind of make you do a double take. Again, right here, dislikes rude people. So yeah, I feel like they pay attention to, you know, whether or not you're nice to the waiter or the waitress, that kind of a thing. They very much like people to act accordingly and to be courteous. And they can be demanding and assertive. Again, they're not afraid to speak up. Anything else? Personality. They're cooperative. Yes, and that's kind of that, you know, when we saw that labyrinth card, and I said you guys are going to work really well together. This person, I'm hearing they are a team player. They may be a lone wolf, but when they do work with other people, they do it very well. They can be quiet, a little bit on the quiet side, and gentle. So kind of a mix here of they're kind of like a tiger when they need to be and a kitten when they need to be. So yeah, I actually like this person. I think they're pretty well balanced. So now we're going to get some timing. When might you meet this person? So we had summer. And I feel that very strongly, especially with the Sun card coming out. So we have 11 to 20 days. We have Capricorn. They could also be a Capricorn. Or you could be a Capricorn. So just use this however it resonates for you, this timing. But the 11 to 20 days definitely feels like it's coming in here. Yes, May. So we are currently, as I'm filming this, in the month of May. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you come upon it, just, you know, May is significant. And we have August. So yeah. We also have Taurus at the bottom. So this is kind of, I'm hearing this is prime time currently, if you're watching this when I'm posting it. Now I'm going to grab just a few more clue cards. Let's just see what comes through. Any other little tidbits, Spirit, about this person? Is known to be sarcastic often. I knew I liked this person. I love sarcasm, you know. I think this is, all right, has blue eyes. Maybe I'll move these over here. And maybe two more. Let's see what else. Any other little tidbits, Spirit, about this person who's coming in? Has a personal pride for their collectibles. So they may have a collection of some sort. Maybe you guys have that in common. Collecting figurines, or for some of you, you met them more than a year ago. So this could be somebody coming back around. This is a new connection. This isn't anybody you've dated before. This could be just in passing, or maybe at school. And if this is, they have dreams about you. But I also feel like this person is very spiritual, right? We had the temple card, we had faith. So I feel like they are very spiritual and they are tapped in. So when you do get together, there's going to be like a telepathic connection between the two of you. I feel the need to say that. I'm going to pull some letters here. So we have L, I, and D, lid. I'm going to pull some clues here. This might be loud. So we've got the name Tiffany. We've got Duck, Gus, card games. So this person may, or you may like card games. We've got junk mail. Look at this. We've got post office and junk mail. This person might work at the post office. We have Virgo. We've got PBS, it's the TV station. Chocolate milkshake. And Irish names. So they may have an Irish first name, could be like Liam, Donnelly, Ian. I know Ian isn't, it's more English, but so they may have, also I'm hearing a traditional name, so something to consider. And now I'm going to pull some just general charms. Okay. Well, there we have the sun again. So yes, summer is going to be your time. We've got the letter T, Tom, perhaps. Yeah, we've got this like arsenal I'm hearing. So this person, they're going to surprise you. They may also like to go to the shooting range. They could work in law enforcement. We've got the worry doll. I'm hearing, I don't know if these are from, I'm hearing Peru as I'm looking at that. So this person could be Peruvian. They could have just gotten back from a trip to Peru. I think Machu Picchu is in Peru. I'm hearing that. That's super specific. I'm hearing with the tent, Cirque du Soleil. So they may want to, you guys may end up going together. They may ask you to go to a Cirque du Soleil show. And I'm seeing with the fireplace here, I was seeing s'mores, and we've got this Teddy Grahams, you know, it's like a graham cracker. So I think you guys are going to do a lot of like sitting around maybe a fire pit, making s'mores. You might go camping. Let me pull a few more. So we have a letter J. We have glasses here. This person could wear glasses. We've got the mermaid and the green here. I just feel like this person is not afraid to go to the emotional depths. That's what I'm getting with this. And we have 6. Again, very even. They like things, they like the scales to be very even. I'm hearing even Steven. So this is somebody who is extremely fair. And we've got the monkeys in a barrel. So I feel like there's, because we had card games up here, I feel like you guys like to play games together. You guys maybe like to do puzzles, board games, something like that. I feel like you're going to have that in common. So I'm going to, yes, I'm going to leave it here. I hope this reading brought you some clarity, some hope, and this looks like a very exciting venture that's on the horizon for you here. So enjoy it. Enjoy this person. I think this is going to be a wonderful connection for you. A lot of growth. So I will really leave it here. If you liked it, please like the video. Please subscribe. Leave me a comment if this resonated. And I will see you in the next one. You guys take care. Bye-bye. All right, hello. Welcome to your reading group 2, those of you who chose the clear quartz heart. We are looking at singles. Who is your next love interest? Who, what, when, where? All the good details. So these cards are just going to be kind of an overview of the connection that's coming in for you. So we have new love. Destiny is guiding you to new love. Trust your intuition. Ah, magic. Wow, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Beautiful. Let's see here. Yeah, this person who's coming in, we have trust your intuition and magic. You're going to be led to each other. I'm hearing like this is fated, it's destiny. Your guides are going to help facilitate this. Spirit is going to help facilitate this union and bringing you both together. This is a new love. This is not somebody that you've ever gone out with, that you've ever had any sort of relationship with. So this is a fresh, brand new, I'm hearing perspective. So they're going to bring you a fresh perspective that you've never experienced before. And this is going to be a very deep, emotionally rooted love. So this is going to start out, and it's going to be kind of like a love story. I'm hearing like a traditional love story where it starts out, dating, and it just kind of progresses, and it's going to feel like you're in a movie almost. So you may even question it, like, this feels too good to be true. It's not. But the way it progresses, it's going to feel like you're in your own movie. You're in your own love story as it's unfolding. It feels very nice and refreshing. So this is a beautiful energy coming in for you. So now I want to see what is the energy of the connection you'll share with this person. So Spirit, what is the energy of this connection that Group 2 is going to share with this beautiful new love that's coming in? We have the Magician. Look at that. There's so much here about magic, destiny, alchemy, making this happen. That is just phenomenal. And we have the Emperor here. So I feel like this person who's coming in, there's kind of, what I'm getting is like there's a duality here. So one of you, I feel like it's probably you who's watching this, you're a bit more ethereal, looking for fairies. You dabble in rituals and perhaps, witchcraft, that sort of thing. You're very tied in spiritually. And this person feels like they're more logical. Not that spirituality is illogical, it's not, but this person operates more from a rooted, grounded, very, black and white kind of perspective is what I'm feeling. So there's a duality here, but it blends well. I feel like this person really respects you, your belief system, and they also are going to grow and learn a lot from you, and vice versa. I feel like this person who's coming in to you provides good counsel. They provide wonderful advice. I feel like they're going to help you in your career path as well. They're going to help you expand and grow with your, I'm hearing your second house stuff. So your business, your money, your finances, you both are going to really blend well. It's like a blending of opposites, but it really works. What else? Energy of the connection. We have neglect. I'm drawn to the cobwebs with the boots. I feel like it's been a while, is what I'm hearing. It's been a while for both of you. Yeah, and we've got fragility with the little baby chick here. And we have fidelity at the bottom. So I feel like for one or both of you, it's been a very long time since you've been maybe out on the market, dating, putting yourself out there. So this is going to feel very exciting. There may be a little trepidation, you know, which comes with, you know, oh, it's been a while. I'm a bit rusty. So kind of give each other some grace there when it comes to, you know, communication, or oh, I don't know, you know, what to do for dates, you know, come up with some ideas. It feels like there's just kind of, I'm hearing like a void there. Like I feel like it's this person hasn't dated in a long time, and they're kind of coming in, you know, oh, I don't really know how to navigate this, but I feel like you're going to take them under your wing and really help guide this. So it feels like a very sweet energy here. And yeah, with the fragility, I just see you kind of, I didn't even realize that, taking them under your wing. I feel like you're both going to be very kind and docile with each other is what I'm hearing. So this feels like a very sweet energy. It feels very respectful. Again, the two opposites, but there's a lot of respect here. Nice. What else, Spirit? The energy of this connection. Benefit of the doubt, giving your relationship a chance. Yeah, so this person, you guys may kind of at first go, I don't know if we're going to have anything in common, or I don't know, this person is a little bit too, you know, stiff for my taste. But I see you guys giving each other a chance. Like, well, let's just see. Let's meet up, you know, go out and talk and see where things go. Yeah, healing connection. This is going to be very healing for both of you, because it's just so magical. And again, it's like what I'm hearing is you're both being seen. You both feel like you're both being seen and respected for who you are as individuals. And I don't feel like either of you have had that in past connections. One more. What is the energy of the connection? Reaching out. Expect a call or text from your person of interest. So I feel like there is good communication. I'm hearing this person, because it's been a while, they may reach out a bit too much, just kind of while they're getting their bearings about timing and how often they should communicate. They feel like they're a bit chatty. They may like to text you throughout the day, tell you about what's going on with them, a funny thing that just happened, a joke. They feel very communicative as well. So I want to see now, what will you both work on together in partnership? So what are you both coming together to work on with each other? So we have defensiveness. And receiving. Yeah, with the defensiveness, I feel, again, with the both of you being opposites, I feel like in the past you both maybe haven't felt like you've been seen or respected for who you are. People have tried to mold you into who they want you to be in order to fit in the connection. And it's kind of like pushback. No, I'm not doing that. I am who I am, and that's that. So I feel like you're both coming together to work on this and heal this in this partnership. And we have receiving here. I feel like you're both givers. You maybe overgive, and you're going to work on learning how to receive both, you know, physical, tangible gifts, and also emotionally. So that's a beautiful energy. This is going to be a huge leveling up for you guys. You guys are going to grow so much together. So now I want to see what this person has learned from their past connections. What has this person learned? So we have open heart. We have a yes. Friendship. And we have hurt, grief, sadness. Yeah. I feel like this person has suffered a lot of grief in their life, and I don't feel it's just from past connections. I feel like it goes all the way back to childhood, because I'm looking at this fragility, this little baby chick. I feel like this person has a lot of I'm hearing historical hurt related to, parents, how they were raised. So they're still navigating this, and it has kind of tied into their past connections, but they're very aware. This person has learned that friendship is essential. So they really value having a strong foundation of friendship for a connection. So they're going to really kind of push for that. And that's kind of where I saw the reaching out. They want to talk. I feel like there's a lot of attraction, but this person feels very cerebral. They feel very intellectual in their head. And so they want to talk and build that foundation of friendship with you as they build the love connection. Because this person does have a really huge heart. They're very caring. It may take you a while. I do feel like they may come off as being a bit stiff and, buttoned up, and it just comes from a little bit of defensiveness from having endured so much grief and hurt in their life. So this feels like somebody who has done a lot of work on themselves. They're very self-aware, and they're coming in with really good intentions. So that is beautiful energy. So now we're going to move on to physical traits. So let's see if we can get any information here on how this person might look. No, you know what? First, I want to look at places. So let's see where you might meet. Where might you meet this person? So we have the cinema. So this could be at a movie theater, a film festival. This could be at a play. Anywhere where there's a theater or a big screen. Temple, this can be a place of worship. You have the sea, so maybe when you're taking a trip to the ocean, or if you live near the ocean, you'll meet this person. Yeah, we have home. And we have beach. So there's something very much tied into, perhaps you're on vacation and you meet them at a beach resort. We also have lake. Maybe you go to the lake. That's kind of your Zen place, your spiritual place where you go. You'll meet there. A body of water is very important. And this is so either close to home or perhaps when you're on holidays, what I'm hearing. Yeah, we also have park. So there's an outdoor quality to this as well. So now we will look at physical traits. These may or may not resonate, so just you'll feel it if it does. What might this person look like, Spirit? What kind of traits do they have? So we have bushy eyebrows, narrow nose, close set eyes, could have gray, white, salt and pepper hair. What else? Could have a darker complexion. Ooh, these are flying. Blonde hair. I'll do a couple more. Physical traits. The person coming in. Square face. It's more of a square jawline. And they could be right-handed. Nice. Let me pull from this deck. Anything else that wants to come out? Some traits. So, short hair. They could like jazz music. Put these over here. Maybe a jazz festival. They could have brown eyes. And we'll do one more. Okay, two more. We have reggae music. So I think this person likes music. Yeah, and we have fun loving. I feel like they may come off as kind of like buttoned up, but once they're feeling I feel like their job really keeps them kind of under the gun. So once they are out and about, I think you're going to see a totally different side to them. And they really love music. Music really brings them out of their shell. That is nice. So let's look at some personality traits. Spirit, tell me about this person's personality. What kind of personality do they have? So yes, they're trusting and they're very trustworthy. They can be stubborn. Yeah. Perhaps a little bit set in their ways. What else? Serious. Again, I feel like it's something to do with their work. Like when they're in work mode, they're very nose to the grindstone, quick-tempered, organized, neat freak. They like things just so, but they do have a side to them that is fun. So they're handy. They may be somebody who can fix things. So if you need something fixed, they have the skill set to do that. They're curious. I feel like they know a little bit about everything. They like to learn. And they're beautiful. Let's pull one more. And they are cooperative. So kind of stubborn, serious, quick-tempered. They are a cooperative person. And we have keen and astute. Yeah, this is a very intellectual person is what I'm getting here. So now I want to get some timing. When might you meet this person? Or any significant timings for this person, Spirit? This connection. What about timing here? Something about timing. So we have March. We have Scorpio, Sag. We have June. So I feel like Scorpio, Sag season is very prominent here. This person could be, they could be born in March. They could be a Pisces or an Aries. And they could be a Gemini too, because I'm getting a real chatty energy here. Let me pull one more. But these dates, you know, this is a timeless reading, so you'll know. And we have the year of the snake. They could be born in the year of the snake, or we are in the year of the snake with 2025. So this year, because I'm filming this in mid-May of 2025. So yeah, some timing for you. We also have 3 to 4 weeks at the bottom. So it's not far off. Now I want to get some clues here. Any other clues, Spirit, about this person? Has dark hair. I guess I should put that there. Any other clues? Their first name begins with a vowel. Let me put this over here. Okay, these may or may not resonate for everybody. Anything else? Likes to use their middle name. So there's something here about their name. It's very prominent. Your paths will cross after you make a final decision. Interesting. With that, I'm going to pull some letters here. We've got U, E, Q, and K. Interesting. I'm just saying unique. I know that's not how you spell, but there's something unique about their name. Because we did see it very prominent here. I'm hearing Caden with a K. Quincy. Eric. Ursula. Something very unique about their name. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know. So now I'm going to pull some other clues here, maybe loud. So we've got soap opera, hard work. I feel like they are a hard worker, but they like shows. Consistency is key. Coins on the ground. Downgrade. Saturn return. Get the balance right. That's also a Depeche Mode song. Rugby. And take action. Maybe pull a couple more. Hot air balloon. So they may like to go, they like to do outdoorsy things, so that may be a date idea. We have Sloppy Joe. Breakthrough. As above, so below. Crossroads. This person could be going through a Saturn return right now. Potted plant. Could meet at a plant nursery. And Glenda the Good Witch. Now I'm going to pull some other charms. This might be loud. There's a lot of feminine influence in their life. I feel like they're very close to their mother or their grandmother. Or they grew up, or they're like, let's say a guy, and they grew up in a family with a lot of sisters. There's a lot of feminine influence. This person is working on their career. They want to really ascend. They're very work-oriented, focused. They could be at a crossroads right now, deciding what they want to do with their life. Yeah, they're trying to find their footing. They may just like the game, toss across. They're very kind. Yeah, with the castle here, the castle here and the chess piece, I feel like they're building an empire. They're really focused on work, and they really want to build something. They really want to build a home. They want to be a provider. I feel like they love Halloween. I feel like Halloween brings them out of their shell. They may struggle to find balance, balancing work and fun. And they're very time-oriented. So being on time is very important to them. They're somebody who will go like this, you know, with their watch, like if you're late. They really live and die by the clock. So that's something to know about them. We also have the letters V and H. So, yeah. I am going to leave it here. I hope this reading brought you some clarity, some hope. This seems like a wonderful connection. I'm curious to know what is so unique about their name, so you'll have to report back to me when you meet this person. But yeah. So if you like the video, please like it, please subscribe, and I would love to hear your comments if any of this resonated for you, or if you have any ideas about who this could be, definitely let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Hello, group 3. You guys chose the Larimar heart. This is your reading. We're looking at singles. The who, what, when, and where is coming up next for you in love. So let's get started. We've got luminous, radiance and vibrant energy shines upon you now. Oh, love that. Going fast and calling in your soulmate. Wow. Right off the bat, I feel like you guys are definitely glowing. You are, I don't know if you've done something like upgraded your appearance or upgraded your energy, but there's something, because I'm hearing inward shining outward. So you're really radiating just a beautiful, loving energy of reception. And that is going to really bring this person towards you. This is going to be a soulmate connection. It's going to be very loving, light, but very solid is what I'm hearing. And it's going to go fast. So I feel like this relationship, when you meet this person, you start dating, it's going to progress very quickly because you're just going to click. And I feel like this person, I'm seeing like rays of sunshine and starlight kind of being drawn together, so there could be an opposite quality there, but either way, you both radiate just a warmth and a light that really attracts each other. Interesting. So let's see the energy of the connection you'll share with this person. We've got Wheel of Fortune. Nice. Movement. Yes. And as I'm saying that, we've got the Chariot and Judgment. Love it. Some of you could meet at a casino, I'm hearing. Yeah, we've got going fast, we've got the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune it's like when this happens, it's just meant to be. It is just gonna blow your mind at how quickly things progress. This could be moving in quickly together. This could be, moving to an exclusive connection, like where you both agree to be exclusive, like very early on. It's like, I'm hearing when you know, you know. So you're both very much ready for this. It's the right time, the right person, the right place, everything. It's just gonna click. That is lovely. So what else? What's the energy? We have communication. And we have kindness. Oh, yeah, I really like you guys as a couple. With this person coming in, you're like that fun couple. You're that couple that everybody looks at and goes, God, I wish I had a connection like that. You're on the same page. You're both very kind and loving to each other. It's just, you're both ready at the right time, right? It's not a situation, because a lot of us, we meet people and it's just poor timing, or we're just at different frequencies, but I'm hearing everything is coming up roses with this connection that's coming in for you. You're like the model couple. People look at you and they just go, oh, I hope to have that one day. Yeah, you're just on the same page. That is lovely. What else? What is the energy of the connection you'll share with this person? So, responsibilities. I feel like romance interrupted, duties come first. I do feel that I'm seeing like somebody has to travel for work, and that may cause like a brief interruption in your ability to physically meet up and get together, but you're going to be in constant communication with this person. So I don't see that really being an issue, but this person does some sort of job, or maybe you do, where you're going to have to travel. Like it could be a flight attendant, could be a pilot, could be in the military, something where they're on the go a lot. But there's a solid friendship here. I'm hearing friends first. Yeah, manifesting the one. So I feel like this is something that will definitely move towards marriage here, if that's what you're looking for, or a long-term committed partnership, like buying a home together with this person, starting a family of some sort. Yeah, this just feels, it's like perfect. I'm hearing it's perfect, which perfect, doesn't exist. I mean, we have, I think you'll have times where you have to be apart, but you just have so much mutual admiration and respect for each other. And it's like a solid friendship that turns into a loving partnership. And it's like that friendship is unbreakable. That bond is unbreakable. And that's what makes this work. Wow. So I want to see now what you'll both work on in partnership. So what are you both going to work on together? We have wild abandon. I love that card. It's just fun. What are you both going to work on together? I feel like you're both pretty free and clear. Your energies are both, yeah. You know, everyone else, you know, has like healing stuff. You guys just have, there's not a whole lot you have to work on together. I feel like you've done a lot of the work individually, and now you're coming together, and it's like we get to put the pedal to the metal and really enjoy each other. I think this is just going to be a fun filled connection. You guys, that may be what you guys have to work on, is kind of reeling in the fun, maybe taking more time to be, you know, focus on responsibilities, you know, like work and other mundane stuff. But this feels very light and open and just a beautiful partnership. Yeah, I don't see really too much that you guys are going to have to work on together. You've done a massive amount of healing individually, and now it's like, oh, I'm meeting another healed individual who has done the work, and now we're going to just enjoy each other and just have a ball. I love it. So now let's see what they've learned from past connections. What has this person learned from past connections, Spirit? This person coming in for group number 2. We have secret love. Reunion. That's all that's coming out. Okay. I'm going to pull tarot. Secret love and reunion. What has this person learned from past connections? Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. Wow. Queen of Swords. Okay. So this person has had, I feel like they don't have a specific type. They've dated many different types of people. I'm seeing women here, so they've dated many different types of women. If you're a man, whatever, reverse it. They've dated many different types of people, and they really know who they are through having dated all of these different types of people. They've really identified what they're looking for. With reunion and secret love, I feel like, I'm going to be honest, I feel like this person may have been a cheater in the past. They could have been a player. They could have some sort of energy where there was just somebody that they were kind of addicted to, and they kept going back, even though this person wasn't good for them. But I feel like they've closed all of that out. This person feels mature now. They've leveled up. They have seen the error of their ways. If they were a player, if they have cheated in the past, they're not coming from that place anymore. That was a place of wounding, but as we've seen, you've both worked on yourselves, and they have rectified it. So this person really now is just open-hearted. They know who they are. They know what they want. They know what works for them. And they're coming, I'm hearing, I'm all in. So they're coming into this connection all in. Yeah. This person could have also been betrayed in a past connection. They could have, I'm hearing you give what you get. So this person could have been a cheater, and they could have also been cheated on, and they kind of had a taste of their own medicine, and that rectified this energy, so they don't engage in this anymore because they've matured, they've grown up, and they know who they are. Wow. That is quite a message to come through. I think you're going to have a ball with this person. This is like a fun, deeply rooted in friendship connection. You're going to have a tight bond with this person, for sure. So now we're going to look at some first I want to look at where you might meet this person. Spirit, where might they meet this person? Where might they meet this person? So we've got shopping mall. Ah, no way. Didn't I say casino? Yeah. Because I was drawn to, we had the Wheel of Fortune with the dice, and I said I felt strongly casino. So you may meet at a casino. This could be in Las Vegas. Maybe you're taking a trip and you meet there. windswept region. So somewhere where it's very windy. I'm getting like tropical, Caribbean, shopping malls, supermarkets. What else? Living room. For some reason, I'm getting like Airbnb with this. You could meet them through, maybe you go and stay at an Airbnb, you go on a vacation and you meet them out and about. Interesting. And we have school. So this could be when you're out running errands. This could be doing a school run, picking up. Maybe you're a teacher, you meet a parent, maybe you're a student, you're both students at university or somewhere, casino, yeah. And I'm getting the Caribbean with windswept region, I don't know why. So now we're going to look at physical traits. So we have brown hair. So they could have brown hair, large ears. These may or may not resonate, so just take them as they come. Crooked teeth. We have a short nose. They can also have a gap in their teeth. There's something unique but endearing about their teeth is what I'm hearing. Medium complexion. Yeah, when I pulled brown hair, I kept kind of seeing like auburn hair. So they could have red hair, close set eyes. We'll do one more from this deck. How might they look? And freckled complexion. Yeah. So let me pull a few from this deck and we'll see. Anything else? Any traits? So this person has a heart of gratitude. They're very grateful for the people in their lives. I think they're grateful for the experiences too. This person feels very spiritual. Guarded reggae music. So they like music. And again, that's kind of like a tie to the Caribbean. There's something Caribbean about this, I'm getting. And this person's intelligent. I don't feel they're guarded anymore. They may be guarded when you first meet them, but I feel that they really let their hair down. Yeah, we have eccentric. The bottom. So I'm going to pull some personality traits now. Let's see, what might their personality be like? What stands out? So we have self-made, accomplished, nice. So I feel like this person is a go-getter. They see something, they want it, they do it. I feel like they're very successful. So their love language is quality time. Nice. They have self-control. They're very scholarly. Again, we have smart. They're very intelligent. This could be somebody who's a professor or they're working on a graduate degree. They're thoughtful. Can be a little bit impulsive, but I feel like it's when they have a goal that they want to do. They're very courageous, and it's that go-getter, that entrepreneur mode is what I'm hearing. Do I have anything? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, we've got a couple more. I knew I had a couple more. Let me pull a couple more personality traits. Again, scholar, studious, intelligent, school. There's some connection there. They're very compassionate. Yes, grateful. I do feel a spiritual side to this person. They can be quick-tempered, but again, I feel like it's when they're in pursuit of a goal. And they're very organized. Nice. So now I'm going to look at timing. So when you might meet this person. So we've got Yule, winter solstice. We've got Beltane, which is May 1st. So I'm going to say winter and spring. The year of the rooster. They may have been born in the year of the rooster. Wow, I never get this. This is incredible. So I'm going to say spring, fall, and winter. And again, there's a very spiritual side. This person may follow pagan holidays. And there's something serendipitous about this. It's as yet to be determined. I'm going to pull one more. We have 3 to 4 weeks. I have never had all of the solstices and everything come out. We have summer solstice. So yeah, anytime. In other words, be prepared, be on the lookout. At any time they could come in. What else do I want to do? I want to pull some clues. What other clues do we have, Spirit, about this person? At least 1/3 of their body is covered in tattoos. So these may or may not resonate. If you're not into that, then it's not for you. Has more vowels than consonants in their last name. We'll do 2 more. Has dark hair. One more, please, Spirit. Any other little tidbits, clues? Wears a meaningful accessory often. Could be a bracelet or a necklace. Has a noticeable facial feature. Again, I feel like it's tied to their smile, their mouth, their teeth. There's something very striking about that. I'm going to pull some letters. We have I, D, H, and O. They could be from Idaho. Ho, 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 you know, could be around Christmas time. I'm hearing they may like to watch the ID channel. Okay, I'm going to get some other clues here. It's maybe loud. All right. So we have seagull, graduation, again, more school references, lollipops, state fair, red, vintage. This person may like vintage things. They may be like a rockabilly. They may be into like that rockabilly scene. Horseback riding, rosary, mala beads, sweater weather, nice to meet you, and 555. So that could be significant. Angel number to look out for. Now I'm going to pull some other charms. Okay. So this person, they may like turtles. They may like, God, I'm hearing like reptiles, amphibians. Something about the new moon is significant. And I also feel wears a meaningful accessory. I was seeing a necklace, so there could be some sort of pendant that they wear that is very meaningful to them. Look at that. We have true love, crazy. I'm hearing that Van Morrison song, Crazy Love. This person could like playing games, but I feel like they're very strategic when it comes to business pursuits. We have the cat and the mouse. Again, I feel like this ties into past relationships. They had kind of a tendency for an unhealthy dynamic, but they've rectified this. They no longer engage in that. Again, we have an apple. I'm seeing like an apple for the teacher. This person can take a seed and they can grow it. I feel like they're very astute in business. This could be somebody who works in finance. They're very good at taking something and expanding it. We have the letter E. Yeah, we have a penny here. I mean, this could be literal. This person could have broken bones in the past. They could have had a broken leg. I feel like they could be into like extreme sports maybe. Maybe they were into skateboarding or some snowboarding growing up and they've had some sort of an injury that could still kind of bother them from time to time. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, I feel like this person is very money-minded. They They keep an eye on money. They're very good at growing money, saving money, making money, growing money. And again, I'm just getting like they have the key to the universe. They're very spiritual. They're very intuitive. And I feel like that helps them follow leads when it comes to making money. Interesting. This is a very interesting person. But I think this is going to be a wonderful connection for you guys. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope this reading brought you guys some clarity, some hope. If you liked it, please like it. Please subscribe. I'd love to hear in the comments if any of this resonated. If you have any ideas of who this could be. If they, when you meet this person, definitely come back and let us know. And I am going to wish you guys all the best. And I will see you in the next one. And until then, you guys take care. Bye-bye.